This looks like a simple addition problem, but there is a twist. We have two digits that are missing, and your job is to try to figure out exactly what they are so the addition comes out to the correct total. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the problem. We have question mark 7 plus 3 question mark 5, and the sum of these two numbers is equal to 782. Now, if you really understand basic addition, you ought to be able to solve this. And a lot of people are going to get this wrong because they're going to really rush and really not try to figure this out. So if you want to kind of really challenge your addition skills, your basic arithmetic knowledge, go ahead and get a piece of paper and pencil and mess around with this. Don't use a calculator and try not to take a random guess. All right, now if you think you know the answer, go ahead and put that into the comment section. And again, what we're looking for here are these missing digits, right? So we want the actual numbers, right? So what are the missing digits to these numbers? Now, again, if you have the correct answer, go ahead and put that into the comment section. But let's go ahead and walk through this step by step. So there's different ways to think about this problem, but I think the easiest way to approach the solution is the following. Okay, so our original problem is question mark 7 plus 3 question mark 5 is equal to 782. So these question marks represent the missing digits that we're trying to figure out. So what we can do here is write the question in a different way. So we have this number plus this number, and we know the answer is 782. So we can write it this way. All right, so we have question mark 7 plus 3 question mark 5, and we know the answer is 782. All right, so we're going to have to go back and do some review of basic mathematics, basic addition. So how do we add numbers, three-digit numbers specifically? Well, let's go ahead and do a quick review. Now, there's a couple examples that I want to show you here, but our first example is 346 plus 231. Okay, so here is the correct answer. It's 577. So when you're adding three-digit numbers, what you're going to do is add down in a column manner. And we're going to start with this column way over to the right. So 6 plus 1 is what? Well, the answer is 7, so we'll put that right there. Then we're going to go to this next column. 4 plus 3 is what? Well, that's 7, so we'll put our answer right here. So in other words, we're putting the answer right underneath these columns. And then we're going to go to our last column, which is this one. So we have 3 plus 2 is 5. So our final answer here is 577, which of course is the sum of these two three-digit numbers. Okay, so that is one simple example, but we can have another thing going on when we are adding two or three-digit numbers or more. So let's take a look at this example. We have 346 plus 127. The correct answer here is 473, just in case you want to pause the video and make sure you know how to add three-digit numbers. So we're going to use the same procedure, but when we do this, something else is going to happen. So here we're going to take 6 and add it to 7. So 6 plus 7 is 13. Now what we're going to do is not write the entire answer right here. Okay, so 6 plus 7 is 13. So when you have a number that is greater than 9, okay, i.e. a two-digit number, if you're adding single-digit numbers and you get something 10, 11, 12, 13, etc., well, what we're going to do is only write the last digit, okay? In this case, it's going to be the ones value, the 3, okay? So instead of 13, we're going to write 3, all right? So we're still thinking in our brain 13, but we're going to write the 3 right here, and then we're going to carry the 1 right here. We're going to put that 1 in this second column. Now, I'm doing like real informal instruction on how to add numbers, so hopefully this is a review. Okay, so for those of you out there that teach elementary math, you might be looking at my explanation here, but like, hey, you know, I don't really understand what you're saying. No student can understand this. Again, this little explanation is designed to be a quick review because most of you out there should already know how to add three-digit numbers. Okay, so let's continue on. So 6 plus 7 again is 13. So we have a number here that is a two-digit number. We're going to carry this 1 over here. Now we're going to add down in a column manner. So 1 plus 4 plus 2 is what? Well, 2 and 4 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So we're doing the same thing here. Now this time, we didn't get a two-digit number, so we'll leave that alone, and then we'll move on to our last column. So 3 plus 1 is 4. So our answer is 473. So when you're adding two three-digit numbers or more, you may have to carry a value to the next column. So that's really what I want you to keep in mind, because if you understand this, well, then we can solve the problem. Are you struggling in math because of confusing lessons? Maybe the teacher's not showing you all the steps you need, or things are happening too fast. Well, there is a better way. So come on over to my math help program at tcmathacademy.com. There you'll find clear step-by-step instruction by me that will definitely make a huge difference in your math success. So make sure to check out all my courses by following the links in the description. So now we need to kind of figure out what these missing digits are. So here again is our problem. We have this three-digit number, so we don't know the first digit. It's question mark 47 plus 3 question mark 5. But let's just go through the same procedure here because we do know the answer, and that is 782. Okay, so we're going to take these first digits right here, 7 and 5, and add them together, right? So we do have these values. So 7 plus 5 is what? Well, the answer is 12. Okay, so you can see here that we are putting the 2 in the right place, but what we need to do here is carry the 1 to the next column. Okay, so now we have 1 plus 4 plus something, and the answer is 8, right? So we have 1 plus 4 plus something, and the answer is 8. Now, you could use some algebra here to figure this out, but we know that our answer here, our digit, has to be an integer value, a nice whole number value. So it can't be some sort of fraction. So 1 plus 4 is what? Well, that's 5. So 5 plus what is equal to 8? Well, hopefully you can see the answer here is going to be 3. Okay, so this digit right here must be 3. Now, if you figure that out, that is fantastic. So that means our bottom number down here is going to be 335. All right, so let's move on to this last digit. So we have this mystery number plus 3 is 7. So something plus 3 is equal to 7. What must this number be? Well, the correct answer must be 4, because 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. All right, so our numbers here are going to be 447 and 335. And of course, we can check this. So here is our original problem. So if we have 447 plus 335, we could do the simple arithmetic. So we have 7 plus 5 is 12. So we have 2, carry 1 right here. So this is going to be what? 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 3 is 8. So this is all checking out. And then 4 plus 3 is 7. So 447 plus 335 indeed is 782. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed this nice simple math problem. And again, this is all kind of assumed that you understand basic arithmetic. Now, most of you out there learned basic arithmetic, but you probably forgot a lot of stuff, and don't feel bad because we pretty much do math all day long with our calculators. So if you want to review basic mathematics, let me give you a quick couple of suggestions. One, I have a ton of basic math problems on my YouTube channel, so hopefully you'll subscribe and check out those videos. I literally have thousands of math problems on my YouTube channel. But if you want to kind of relearn math in a real formal, structured way, check out these two courses right here. You can find links to them in the description of this video. My first is my Math Foundations course. This is a quick little kind of mini boot camp of basic mathematics. So I'm going to talk about fractions, how to add, subtract, multiply numbers, how to divide numbers to include decimals, percent, all that kind of good stuff that you learn way back at elementary, primary school, and middle school. Now, if you want to learn basic math plus algebra and geometry as well, then check out my Math Skills Rebuilder course. You'll find links to both of these courses in the description, along with other courses as well. All right, so with all that being said, I definitely wish you all the best in your math adventures. Thank you for your time and have a great day.